Murders, explosions, and that cliffhanger ending, oh boy, we have a lot to talk about. Hello to all my hack and slashers and good guy dolls. My name is EJ Marino, and we are talking about the Chucky Season 1 finale. We are going to dive into An Affair to Dismember. Holy smokes, maybe I have like PTSD with dealing with American Horror Story, but we had a strong finale of a show. I also like that this was a massive setup for next season. Yes, it did close the chapter off of some of the stories in season 1, but there's still a lot more to go. As Chucky was telling us at the end of this episode, there is a future of these characters that we're going to have to figure out next time, which is a proper fun mystery that I'm quite excited to get into. Overall, this season finale had so much I wanted. We had a lot of dramatic moments with our characters, some crazy WTF moments, a lot of planning for the future, and of course some gory, crazy kills. That one where Jake was choking out Chucky. Oh my goodness. Yeah, overall, I'm really excited about this episode and the future of this series. We are confirmed for a season 2. We have this great finale. We have some good ratings for this show. We are in a great state as Chucky fans. This is a show that had a massive impact on a lot of people. I had a blast reviewing it. This season was insane. Yes, I'm happy to have my Tuesday nights again, but I'm going to very much miss this show and miss talking about it with you all. This was a fun roller coaster of a series, and there is still way more to talk about. There's actually a whole review to do, so let's wrap up this little review section and get into the full-blown crazy recap. The episode begins and we finally have Kyle and Andy joining the rest of the characters. Yeah, they don't have too much to do with everybody else, but there's still some stuff here. Andy goes to visit Junior. He's looking for Jake, trying to figure out the Chucky doll, kind of investigating the house. This was a very tense moment. You see the darkness in Junior. He has very much changed from when we started the series till now. This definitely explains the fate that he ends up having. But yeah, I was really tensed by this scene. I was just really like, oh boy, what's gonna happen here? And then we get Chucky popping out of the toilet and being like, haha, he'll never look for me here. Overall, a really solid scene that started showing where Andy's state was, how Junior was, and what Chucky's motivations were. Then we cut to Kyle, who saves Lexy and Jake from a Chucky doll that's about to attack them. It's the one that they got from the guy who's delivering them. So Kyle comes and says, hey kids, let me exposition dump. Chucky can do this with his soul, the Necronomicon, BS, I know it's not that, but you know, she just gives us a bunch of stuff, but also lets us know once Chucky gets a kid to kill somebody and breaks that pure innocence, he is kind of getting a next level of power. So that is why he's been pushing the kids so hard, why he's been trying to find the killer. I thought that was a very good scene, very important, and really let us know a bit of what was happening this whole season. This was a heavy exposition moment, but it wasn't bad at all. We also see Kyle has to drug the kids to basically keep them safe. She knows, like, I know what's about to happen. Let me keep y'all here. Yeah, that was probably the best choice because everything else seemed to not be that great. So the middle of this episode is actually my favorite chunk. You know what it is. It's when we have people like Nica Chuck and the Chucky doll and Tiffany and Junior all coming together and really starting to be like the evil mastermind stuff. We see that Nica Chuck is a bit done with Tiffany kind of playing both sides. Then we also have Junior and the Chucky doll show up, so everyone is here together and the evil people are being evil. They're planning on killing Devon, they're trying to do this stuff, and there is tension here. Each one of them is playing their own game here. It seems like Junior is the lost one, but then you have people like the Chucky doll and Nica Chuck getting along, which also makes Tiffany a bit jealous. There's a lot of drama here. I love it. We find out about the army plan that they basically want to send a Chucky doll to everyone. They're planning on doing it at the Frankenstein screening. So yeah, I was impressed by this moment. There is just so much fun to be had. There's callbacks to other stuff, and I'm like, this is the moment I have been waiting for. And then Tiffany snaps. She is done with Chucky. Like, she's just like, I can't believe I'm doing this anymore. Yes, she falls into her ways, still kind of falls back into what she needs to be doing, but at this moment she goes, Chucky, I'm beheading you, and she kills that Chucky doll in a very graphic scene. We also see her plant a bomb here, which was given to her by Glenda, and they use they them pronouns, so yay for Glenda, our like non-binary icon, gender fluid queen. Cool, awesome. Yeah, so we see the bomb stuff, we see all this, and now we have some bit of a tense moment here, and I'm like, what is happening? This bomb is going to go crazy, and yeah, it's a bit shocking. In all of this madness, when Jennifer Tilly's setting the bomb, she also does a great quote about setting her free, which is a good callback to Bride of Chucky. She sets the bomb off. We also have this crazy moment where Chucky's about to kill Devon, and Andy comes to save. Devon is free, and the bomb goes off right when Kyle gets there. We don't know the fate of Kyle at the end of this episode, but we do know that Andy survives the explosion. We also see that Lexy and Jake wake up from their drugging to find out what the hell is happening. Oh my goodness, like Jake thinks he's lost Devon, he's heartbroken, they end up having a good reunion scene. It's so cute. I love these two together. I think they're such a believable couple, they have such good chemistry together. We also see that Lexy is having to go to this event with her mom. Her mom is running this event with Jennifer Tilly, who kind of announces, yes, we're sending these Chucky dolls all over the world. Now that we have this army, what are we going to do? Let's get through Frankenstein first. I'm like, girl, you should have sent them. You should have just not waited for that goddamn screening to happen. You could have sent your plan in a bit earlier. So then we get to the very dramatic, the very heavy theater scene. This is where everything comes to a head, where we get the drama, the explosions, and a pretty okay ending of this episode. While Jake has learned about Junior's dark side turn from Devon, Lexy does not know that, so she falls into a trap that this doll has set up. Junior and Lexy have a face-off moment. Chucky's trying to push Junior to doing something crazy. While all this is happening, they're screening Frankenstein, and another Chucky doll breaks loose and has crazy hell havoc in this damn theater, stabbing people. Lexy's father gets killed in this moment. A bunch of other people get killed. I swore Lexy's mom was gonna die. I don't know, with as evil as she is, maybe, but she could be returning next season, so that could be a good plus there. So yeah, all of this is happening, all of this mayhem, and we cut back to Lexy and Junior's very tense moment. She keeps telling him, like, you are not what this Chucky wants you to be. Yes, your father was horrible. Yes, you've had a pretty hard life, but this is not the path you need to take. And Junior ends up listening and attacks the Chucky doll, but in that moment actually dies himself. And I'm not shocked by this. I'm definitely like, oh, I liked the Junior character, but he definitely went full-blown crazy, full-blown dark, and was never going to be able to redeem himself. Like, he straight up murdered his father. Like, his character was screwed no matter what. So I did feel for him. I did think this was a pretty heartbreaking moment, but Lexy got to do what Lexy got to do, and she gets out of there as safe as she can. Now we have Jake facing off with a Chucky doll, and that leads to a, again, pretty okay ending. Jake gets his big face off with Chucky, which I did think was a bit of the more let down moment of this, where they have a cool fight. Like, yeah, he chokes him out, cool, but it's definitely not the oh my god, wow moment I was expecting from all of this stuff with the Jake stuff. He did let his passion out. He did say, hey, leave my goddamn boyfriend alone. You don't get to be this. And I was just like, oh, wow, Jake has really stepped up. Good job. But we still have those Chucky dolls there. What's going to happen with them? Well, Andy is alive. He ends up kind of taking the Chucky dolls away from Tiffany and says, let me go figure out what to do on my own. But oh my goodness, the Tiffany doll shows up. Yes, we are separate Tiffany doll from Tiffany. It's a bit of this show. There are so many souls and so many bodies that I cannot believe it. It looks like a bathhouse in here with everyone just going into everyone's body. Oh my goodness. But yes, we have the Tiffany doll thing. We have the Glenda reference. Like, oh my god, us Seed of Chucky fans are eating this episode up. Yeah, I like this moment. I definitely think this sets up stuff. We have Andy with this ticking time bomb basically of all these 72 Chuckies. We have the new Tiffany doll here. We have also the crazy moment where Tiffany has Nica Oh god, poor Nica. Nika's gone through so much. I honestly kind of wanted to avoid Nica conversations because it just upset me that now she's like a major amputee. She's screwed. Like Chucky can't. Like if Chucky takes over, he has no body parts to do it. But now Nika's more screwed. I'm like, what is going on? Why did Nica deserve this? Oh my goodness, now let's get to this wrap up. The crew gets to visit the graves of all of the fallen people, which is a good, touching moment. We also get a bit of a mysterious thing where the teacher, the ginger teacher, is still here. No actual confirmation of who or what their character is, but that is a good setup for season 2. We also get a mysterious hand wrapping around a tree. Was it Kyle? Was it Tiffany? Like, who knows? Is it another character we're not thinking about? I'm very curious on that mysterious hand. I'm sure we're going to find out the next season. And then the episode ends with this very odd moment of Chucky being like, so, this is what happened. This is my body count. This is what's happening. And I'm like, okay, I like the ending. I thought the kids coming together, bonding was a cute moment. And then they had that tacked on ending with Chucky, and I'm like, girl, what is this? Overall, I had a blast with this season. It was a strong season of television with all the camp, all the gore, and all the emotional moments I needed. I did not expect to fall for the central love story at the beginning of this. I didn't expect to get like all the crazy Chucky lore, but this was made for fans, but this is also welcoming to newcomers. What an incredible show. Don Mancini and his team deserve a round of applause. Yay, we went through a great first season of television. Now let's keep our fingers crossed for a good season 2, because I have feelings that this show has the potential to be everything. More seasons, more fun, more Chucky madness. I am down for that. So this is the end of my Chucky recaps and reviews. Thank you all for joining me so much for this journey. It's been a blast. It's been a privilege talking about this with you all. But what do you guys think of this episode? What do you think of my review? Let me know down in the comments below. Subscribe to my channel because I will be making videos like this every single week. Maybe I'll have a prediction video for Chucky Season 2 coming up soon, so keep an eye out for that. And make sure you guys give me a thumbs up because YouTube takes those way too seriously. Alright everyone, let's talk about Chucky down below.